What's going on? This is Brian here with Classic GBody Garage, and today I'm working on a B-Body. This is my 1996 Buick Roadmaster Wagon that I call Project Road Monster. Now, this is the second video in a series that I'm going to do on this car. Now, in the first video, I did a real quick introductory, a quick walk around, went through the interior, under the hood, and discussed a few issues that this car has, which I knew about when I bought the car. Now, I bought this car from a local donation lot, and there the vehicle is donated for a tax write-off. And these vehicles are damn near destined for the junkyard, but instead of sending them off to the junkyard, they donate them for a tax write-off. Now, the issues that the car was disclosed with was the car overheated, and that was clearly written on the windshield of the car. Now, when I drove the car home, it didn't overheat on me, which I found that was kind of strange, since it is a 15-mile drive. Now, secondly, I also noticed that it has a brake problem. The brake pedal is soft, and the brake light is on the dashboard. And the third thing is the car runs absolutely terrible. Here, put my foot on the gas. Puffing black smoke, and then it kind of idles high as well initially, and then it kind of settles down, and then it has a real bad hesitation. I'm surprised I even made it home. So the first thing I'm going to do, and what this video is all about, is I'm going to try to get this car running a little bit better than it does. Actually, a lot better than it does, because it damn near stalls every time I hit the gas. So I'm going to go ahead, jack up this car, take a look at it underneath, because I've yet to see what this car truly looks like underneath. See what the fuel filter looks like? Go ahead and replace it if it looks original. And then after that, we'll see if the car runs any better and take it for a ride down the road. So I slid under to check things out, and I was expecting some rust, but not this. A huge hole rotted in the side of the frame. So big, in fact, that I'm able to stick nearly half my hand in it. And the rot continues under the frame as well. And on top of that, I found the reason why my brake pedal was so soft. The brake lines, once replaced, were fastened to an old wire loom by zip ties, which left the lines loose, which rubbed a hole in them. As I follow the brake lines back, I find the original clamps that hold all the lines together left undone, which left all the lines just hanging around. The mufflers have seen better days, and the rear end is puking from the pinion seal. But it does have a posi, judging by that little tag that is bolted to the rear end cover. So we are definitely going to have to make sure that it works. So it appears that this car still has its original fuel filter, which is just hanging by the fuel lines. The bracket has long since rusted away, and I'm going to have to remove what's left of it and hope that the bolt breaks loose. Oh my god. It actually came off. Look at that, the car's getting lighter as I work on it. Alright, so I'm about to get this fuel filter off of here. So what I'm going to do now is I want to relieve the pressure in the system. So in order to do that, I need to pull the relay from the fuel pump. So here is the fuse panel and relay panel, and when I pulled this lid off of here, it has a diagram on what does what underneath here. And this one right here says FP, fuel pump. That's going to be this guy right here. So let me fire this thing up, and then I'm going to pull that relay, and it should stall. There we go, stalled it. No more fuel pressure left. So now I can go ahead and pull the clips off that fuel pump, and I shouldn't get sprayed too badly with gas because the pressure has been relieved off of the system. Ah, nasty. Nasty. Yeah, this gas smells old. No wonder why this car is running bad. Alright, I have what appears to be the original fuel filter off of the car. I really don't know if it's original. There are no part numbers or anything on it. And that gas is really nasty. As you can see right there, I know it has a little bit of rust that fell into the bin right there, but the gas is definitely green, which gas gets when it gets old. So what I have here is a Napa Gold fuel filter 3193. Now this is for the 94 through 96 LT1 or fuel injected B-body. And the reason why I got the Napa Gold filter is because a lot of these fuel filters do not come with the bracket. And as you saw, the bracket was non-existent on this car. These typically rust away. The original ones rust away. Now this is just a very thin piece of bare metal. And if you live in the salt or the rust belt climate like I do, this thing is going to rust out in a matter of about 2 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smear grease all inside of this thing before I slip it over the filter itself, and then just coat the hell out of this with grease, and that will protect it from rusting. Alright, this is how we're looking underneath here. Got the fuel filter in, got the bracket all bolted up, the lines are hooked up. Let's see if we can get this car running a little bit better and get some fresh gas in it. Alright, moment of truth. Let me go ahead and cycle this key a few times. Get the pump primed up. Of course I don't hear it. See if it starts. And it starts. I guess the pump was running. No leaks. But here it is running. It does run a lot better. However, it's very difficult to start, and it has a very bad hesitation as well still. I did already take it up and down the street, but I'm going to take you guys along for a ride this time. Well, so much for the test drive. I guess what it did say on the windshield overheats. It sure does overheat. So we're gonna have to figure out what's going on before I take you guys for a ride. All right, well, that certainly didn't go as planned, but I did learn something very valuable about this car. The little gauge on the dashboard that says temp. Well, found out that that doesn't work at all, or I wouldn't have let this car overheat like it did. So definitely need to sort through the cooling system and find out what the hell is going on with it. Also found out that replacing the original fuel filter, putting some fresh gas in it, doesn't get this car running any better than it did before. And also the brake lines, those are an absolute mess, and not to mention the frame is completely rotted out. That is a huge concern. So with these things in mind, am I gonna fix this car? I don't know. I need you guys' help. Comment below. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if I should even save it. You know, me personally, I'm willing to put the time into this car and save it. It's still a very cool car, and it still is in pretty good shape overall, and I do think it would make a very cool GBody parts hauler, or just a very cool daily driver. But that's it, guys, for this one. Make sure you hit the links in the description below for the Classic GBody Garage Instagram and Facebook pages. Alright guys, until the next Classic GBody Garage video, make sure you keep those G-bodies and B-bodies rolling. This is the massive pile of rust that I swept up from basically pounding on that car today.